Join me on the voyage of the Titan Submersible. Let's dive. Right now, just below the surface, you see lives thriving here. Fish and marine animals are found. At 65 to 135 feet, shallow coral reefs are standing beautifully not far from the shore. And hey, there are people here. Again, it's scuba divers this time at 130 feet depth. Water pressure aren't the kind of divers without special equipment. It's the maximum allowed for them. Take care, guys. Here's you see the first orca. Do you know that they're the apex predators? It means they have no natural enemies, means no one can take them down. At 230 feet, we meet whale sharks, the largest known fish species, weighing up to 60 tons. And they're also quite long livers. They can live about 130 years. At 330 feet, if you're lucky, you can also see a giant Pacific octopus. It dwells in cool water, starting this deep and going down as far as 6,600 feet. And now we're entering the dark part of the ocean. At 660 feet, just 1% of the light from the surface reaches us all. The rest is absorbed by water. Everything that's deeper will get darker and darker still. A look at about there's a giant oarfish. These creatures are believed to be the source of all sea serpent sightings. Sometimes they swim up to the surface and freak out sailors and swimmers. Okay, now we're at 980 feet. A Japanese spider crab is waiting here. The body of such a crab is normally just 1.5 feet across. Going deeper now, and at 1640 feet, you're going to see blue whales. That's the deepest they can swim. They're the largest creatures in the history of Earth, both in the sea and on land. At 2723 feet, we have reached the point where the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, would not even show its tip on the surface if it were put underwater. Now we're entering the interesting part of the ocean where no sunlight reaches us and strange creatures dwell. One of those is the giant squid. Yes, it inhabits the depths of 2950 feet. Just imagine the creature with eyes the size of a frisbee. Sperm whales hunt down these beasts, but they certainly can fight back. And that's where pitch darkness finally falls on us. The midnight zone. The pressure here is so huge that if you somehow end up being here without a submersible, well, you'll simply be crushed in a couple of seconds, and that without seeing a thing too. At 3,600 feet, there's West Meta, one of the deepest ocean volcanoes in the world. Its last eruption was in 2009. At 4,200 feet down below, we see the ferocious great white sharks. These ultimate predators feel great at such a depth. Their eyesight is rather poor, and they navigate by scent, so they really don't need sunlight to hunt down their prey. At 6,000 feet, if we were in the Grand Canyon, we'd be sitting at its lowest and deepest point. Imagine that all the crevasses have been thoroughly filled with water, and you'll get the perfect picture. Now, if we're careful, then at the depth of 6,600 feet, we'll be able to see the black dragonfish, a nightmarish creature that dwells in the deep and dark parts of the ocean. At 7,400 feet, we'll be saying goodbye to sperm whales. This is the deepest point they can dive into, and frankly, they have no real business at such depth. Sperm whales can reach 62 feet in length, which makes them the largest toothed whales in the world. At 9,900 feet, deep-sea coral reefs, they can be found in any ocean, and it's a pity they can't be seen without a deep-sea diving equipment. At 12,000 feet, we meet the average depth of the ocean. The pressure is now 378 times greater than at the surface. It's like a whole regiment of elephants stomping on you. Okay, going deeper at 12,500 feet, RMS Titanic, which rests at a staggering depth. According to the news communication with Titan, was lost 1 hour and 45 minutes into its dive. After the submersible had been missing for 4 days, the US Coast Guard confirms that it has discovered debris from a submersible using the high-tech EROV Shimoto operating vehicle equipped with 2 manipulators or robotic arms. ROV found the tail CO cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic wreck. Did you know the Titan submersible built by Ocean Gate was steered by a modified video games controller, used lighting and handles bought from a Dai store,